That's okay. I'm always here.
Awesome. Thank you. Hello, 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 my beautiful sunshines. Thank you very much for tuning into Sunshine on Wheels. Of course, it's your girl Shayna. And guess what? Before I introduce our guest for today, once again, I'm sorry about the mix up of dates. Miss Me and Miss Tiffany been talking. When your mind is going and you can't focus, sometimes you mess up on some things, but I'm glad Miss Tiffany is very understanding and is willing to work with me. But before Miss Tiffany shares her story, I want to share something. I was actually watching My CP Doesn't Define Me DJ, and Miss Tiffany was on his show sharing her story. And after she got finished sharing, I'm like, this woman is my hero. After she shared everything that she had went through, it left me no more room to complain. It left me looking at her as because if she can do it, I can do it, and it leaves no one any room to complain. And Miss Tiffany, I want to say thank you very much for being on the show today, although it's for tomorrow. But thank you for being on the show today, Miss Tiffany.
Well, I want to thank you for asking me to come on your show. That really is a blessing in my eyes. Get my
Uh,
story out there and help others, that may think it's the end of the world. But trust and believe me,
oh,
it's definitely not.
you can say that again because we do feel that way, especially for those of us that weren't born in a wheelchair and we only know one way to go, but then things happen and now we're in the chair and we got to try to figure things out. And sometimes it's hard to do, sometimes it takes time, sometimes we may get it and we may not get it. But it's stories like yours and others to help those that may be struggling in that area to get through. And once again, I want to say thank you very much for being a guest today. So, Miss Tiffany, come on, share some information with us. Where are you from and your disability, what disability that you live with?
Okay, my name is Tiffany Jackson. I've been married. October 2nd will be 7 years. We've been together for 14. I have been paralyzed from chest line down with partial arm usage for just a little over 10 years now. And, as you were saying, going from being able to do what we want to do to having to ask for help, and coming into the disability community is a huge toll on our brains. But if I can make one person smile a day, then that's my goal. If I say good morning and they say good morning back, that's my goal, and it was one thing after another. I went through drugs, I went through sexual abuse, I went through domestic violence, I went through, the CPS court systems. I've been through everything, homelessness, the whole 9 yards, and within these 10 years of being disabled. And it
Wow.
just, to still be able to have a second chance at life was a blessing to me in the first place.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Wow, Miss Tiffany, you have experienced a lot. And yet you're still here to share your story because trust me, we all need it, able bodies and all. We all need to hear your story. Now, share with us the disability that you live with. And although you weren't born with your disability, talk about how things occurred with you to, actually have your chair as your legs now.
okay. July 28, 2012, we were involved in a motor vehicle accident. Somebody had ran us off the road. The gravel on the side of the road grabbed the truck and took us down. We rolled 8 to 10 times down a 40-foot incline going 80 miles an hour. I'm from Iowa. I now live in Florida due to my health issues to make them better.
Okay.
Um, and I was in the hospital in ICU for 34 days. I was in the hospital 5 days shy of 3 months. And when I was released from the hospital, they never gave me any rehab extras as far as Mayo, Shands, no specialized places for spinal cord injury, nothing, nothing. Um, and everything I've learned to do now, I've learned on my own. And let me clarify, not because I had to, or not
Mm,
because I wanted to, but because I had to.
yes.
It's a have to situation. And, um, my wheelchair, when it's broke down, my sanity is broke down as well.
Hmm. Oh,
And
yes.
people don't understand that this is our independence, this is our sanity, this is a need, not a want. This is has to be taken care of on a schedule because we require different people to come in, all kinds of things. And ableism is real. I didn't realize how crazy it is
Mm-hmm.
until coming actually into this community and being a disabled person. Because I grew up volunteering with disabled, since I was 14 years old.
Right. So
So
you.
I never really knew the real struggle that disabled people go through,
Mm,
and I was one of those people that, oh, that's not going to happen to me, or, oh, I'm a safe driver, or anything, but you can't control other people.
no.
That's what people fail to realize. You cannot control somebody else, whether they're in active addiction, whether they're driving recklessly, whether they're an alcoholic, any of that. You cannot control anybody else. So anything can happen in the blink of an eye.
Oh,
And
yes.
that's what it was. That's exactly what it was.
So, Miss
So
Tiffany, when you experienced the accident and you stated that how long you were in the hospital, like, can you remember how did it happen? How did it start? Besides of someone running you off the road, could you remember anything leading up to it?
oh yeah, I have bits and pieces of it, but some of it doesn't make sense because I remember construction going on, but in
Mm-hmm.
my pictures and everything that my mom was able to get, and even my husband wasn't my husband at the time, but he said there was no construction. So I don't even remember why I was getting over into the
Oh,
other lane before the
oh,
guy came up behind us. But
wow.
he didn't stop. He didn't pull over. The truck driver from the other side of the road that seen everything happen, he didn't get a good description of him either because our son had flew out the sunroof.
Hold on, Miss Tiffany, because when you said this on DJ show, I cried like a baby. When you said that the baby had went through the window and didn't have a scratch, he was still inside his car seat, and for the person to come and hit you all and not have the decency to stop to see if anyone was okay, the nerve.
Yep.
Oh, okay, Miss Tiffany, I'm gonna cry. No, no, I'm not gonna cry. Put my big girl panties on. Keep on sharing, Miss Tiffany. Keep on sharing. Mm.
And here we are 10 years later. My daughter was 7 months old in the car accident, as well as in the car accident. She was still in her seatbelt, in her car seat, everything. We don't know how my son got out of the seatbelt in the car seat. Him, my husband, and my daughter were all asleep in the back seat. And my brother and I were in the front seat. So we
Hmm.
don't know how he got out of the seatbelt or anything, or if it was just the fact that he didn't have any clothes on. My brother said he tried to grab him, but the surgeon said it was probably good that he didn't grab him because that could have took the chance of the truck rolling on him. So that was good there. Um, so to top it all off, after the accident happened, um, we find out that next year, okay, DCF and everything had came to take my kids because I became physically disabled. No drugs,
What?
no alcohol, nothing was involved in our accident. Nothing negligent other than the fact that I didn't have a license. Okay. So, and in the state of South Dakota, they have zero tolerance. So it's mandatory. They automatically drug test everybody that's involved in the accident.
Okay.
Okay. Well, none of us had drugs in our system, and they tried to say that my son had drugs in his system. So that was the gateway of them. Well, how did nobody else have drugs in their system, but he did?
That doesn't make any sense. You had three adults in the car that tested
Exactly.
negative, and you have your daughter
Exactly.
that tests negative, but your son tests positive.
Exactly. They never
Oh,
showed us any proof. They kept coming up to my hospital room harassing me, not bringing my kids, but telling me in my face that I'm not going to see my kids and I'm not going to have my kids because they might be afraid of my physical appearance. And oh, yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible. So here I am, 8 years later, still have not seen my son. Um, Somebody has been filing my daughter on their taxes as a dependent. And because I'm disabled, do not work, do not own my own business, do not any of that, I have no way to stop it.
have you tried, Miss Tiffany, like legal aid, trying to get assistance with a lawyer?
Yep, yep. They tell me it comes down to the fact that I have to file on paper. Well, first of all, who files on paper anymore? Second of
Hello.
all, they said that it won't be caught in the system because they file electronically, so I have to file on paper.
But how can
Yes,
you file if you don't work anywhere to file?
exactly. So no stimulus, no recovery checks, no nothing for her. When we filed for food stamps down here in Florida, I had to provide proof and documentation that she was in my care and custody
What? So, hold on.
because they were claiming her on their food stamps.
No, and
Yes.
no way that they can stop these people because they're committing a fraud. They're
And
fraud.
well, not identity theft, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're frauding the system.
Yep. So 10 years now, this has been going on. We have been fighting that. We've been Oh, it's been one thing after another. And, people are like, I feel like I get judged because I don't have my own business, because I'm not doing as well as other disabled people, or I don't get the help that my little three-person family deserves.
Yes,
Like, there's three of us. You already know just as well as I do, we have income cap limits. So
yes.
he can't go out and get a job, one, due to the income cap limits, and two, because we have no in-home health care. And
Mm.
three, without stable living because of the rent rates going skyrocketed, it's hard to do anything.
Right, right. Because wow.
But
So
every day I still get up and put a smile on my face and move forward.
now, let me tell you all. At first, I want to say hello to everyone that joined us. Miss Cindy, Ree, Hope. I want to say thank you all very much, Miss Terry, Nikki, Miss Betsy. Thank you all very much for tuning into the show today. But let me tell y'all something. When I said this lady here is a miracle, she is a miracle. And you mean to tell me not only after the car accident you had trouble, then they test your baby. Out of everybody, your baby is the only one that had drugs in his system. Then you have an issue with you getting your children. You're able to get your daughter, but not your son. You can't get the proper benefits that you really do need because someone else is frauding the system. And it's like you just give it all away. Here, take it because it's nothing that I can do.
And I can
And
do. Yep.
And it's like you got to sit there and you take it, I guess, because what else is there to do? Because every door that you're trying to go through is not working. And
Yep.
every time you get a little closer, you get pushed back 10 feet.
Yep.
And you still get up, like you say, every day and put a smile on your face because you have to.
Yep.
And let me tell
Giving up
you,
is not an option. It's not an option. I mean, whether I go another 15 years without seeing my kids, that's a different story, but at least I'm still here and they can come find me,
yes, yes. At
you know?
least, at least you know deep down inside you haven't given up. And they,
Yep.
wow,
I mean,
this,
it's been a rough road with that side of the family anyway, but on top of it all, for you to not have anything to do with my son before the accident, and then the accident happens, so you just snatch him and run with him, that's not that's not how this should have worked.
And now that you have yourself together and you have your husband and your daughter, why can't he be a part of the family that he was born into? Why
Jealousy.
can't he?
I know it's sickening. I know it's sickening. I don't understand why people, whether it be a mom or a dad, why do you use the kids as a pawn?
Mhm.
That it's sickening. It doesn't hurt anybody but the kids.
At the end of the day, exactly. Now I can't say I've been in your shoes and I know what it feels like, but I am a mom and I know what it is. I'm a single mama too, and I know
Oh
what it
wow.
feels like. That it's like you can't get ahead, you get pushed 10 steps back. But to know that I get up every day and I put a smile on my face because of them. That's what keeps me going. That's what I can't give up because of them. And Miss Tiffany,
Amen.
thank you. I thank you for not giving up. I thank you for continuing fighting, but we got to find some help. We got to get you some resources because you got to get your baby back. And you got to get those
Yeah.
that are committing the fraud so they can be held accountable for what they're doing.
Yes, yes. And
Because
even and that even goes back to the guy from the car accident. We don't know anything about him. We don't know if he's still alive to this day, nothing. But it's got to eat him up every day, not knowing if we were dead or alive.
Ex- but with no traffic cameras, no witnesses could see anything,
Nope.
nothing.
And it made national news that that was the
No.
only spot on Interstate 29 that did not have guardrails. Four other accidents happened in the 3 months that I was in the hospital in that same exact spot.
So after your accident there, they still didn't do anything, no guardrails, and then four other accidents.
Yep.
Now, is there any way that like you can get a lawyer to fight the state on that? Couldn't that be a lawsuit because there wasn't any protection there for those that's driving?
See, and I thought about all that, but when I was thinking about it, it was already too late.
Too
I
late.
don't
Okay.
understand. I didn't have the support that I thought that I had from the beginning to, um, help advocate for me.
Right. Right.
I've been doing it myself, you know,
Hmm.
the whole time. My mom was my power of attorney. My husband's my power of attorney, but every state you have to get a new power of attorney.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's weird because I don't write. Like it's takes a lot of work for me to write. So
Hmm.
when I have to fill out like my daughter's paperwork for school, stuff like that, I just have her write it and then I just sign it.
Right. Oh
So
my.
it's definitely been a long road, but you know what? I wouldn't change it because it gave me a different perspective on life.
Hmm. Yes, and you know what else, Miss Tiffany? You're able to help those that may be in the same situation as you. You can
Yes, yes,
you advocate for those that may be in the same situation as you, no matter what state that they're in. You can start advocating and helping others that may be in your situation. Now we do have some comments here, Miss Tiffany, and I want to read them. You have Ree who says 9 years of marriage, 7 and 14 years together. God bless you. Absolutely. And she
thank
she ain't no
you.
more years for y'all. That's right. She had them years on now. That's right. And then we have Miss Cindy who says here now that's learning the hard way when you have to learn how to do things on your own.
Yes, absolutely. And
Oh my,
again, I have a husband and a kid, but I have to do it myself
right.
or I'm not going to be able to do it.
That's right. And then who
So,
else? Who else is there? Your family and your. I'm glad that you do have your husband and your daughter. That support is very important. But some things you got to get done on your own. You have to do them
yes,
yourself. Absolutely. And Miss Betsy says, Tiffany, you're awesome. Yes, she is. And Hope says, here's Jacqueline says, if you want to start a business, I can help you. Oh, yes. Reach out, reach out, reach out. And And we also have here, I'm working on starting my own business. I got some tips and will help you. Yes. And then we
Okay.
have, I'm going to connect you two together, Miss Tiffany. And then
Okay.
Miss Turkey says here, I came in late. Do you have any communication with your children?
Yes. My 10-year-old daughter, she's actually with us. And then my husband and I, between the two of us, we have 10 kids. He has seven and I have three. Our
That's a
youngest
big,
one is the only one together. We've raised five together. Um, my son, they cut me off all contact. They block me on everything. Every time I make a new account on anything, they immediately block me as soon as I ask about him. Um, his family will talk to me, but as soon as I ask about my son, all lines go blank. So um, I just have to have patience now. God's going
and
to take
he,
care of it.
yes, he will. He will take care of it. But to know that this was an accident, someone hit you, you didn't do anything wrong. And just
Yep.
to know that when you wake up, you're not able to have your children, you're not able to have your son with you. And to know that you're fighting hard and you seem like it's not a breakthrough. And you're still trucking along, still moving, still keeping on. Well, you're strong. You're strong, Miss Tiffany. You're very strong.
I try to be. I try to be. I just, so dealing with all that, on top of the fact October 3rd this year will be 17 years I've been clean. So
Mm.
becoming paralyzed from a spinal cord injury,
Uh-huh.
having six major surgeries in these 10 years, once leaving the hospital, never being on any pain medication, nothing. Just got my medical card and that's it. I can't, I don't want to be a part of the opioid statistics. I don't want to
Okay.
go and fall back into addiction after I've been clean so long.
Yes.
I want to be advocates for people. I want to help people. I don't want to fall back and, become another statistic, basically, is what it comes down to. All
Yes.
because I had a major injury that causes me or that I should be on major pain meds.
Right.
I would rather help people and let them know, yes, one day at a time, and it takes time and it's a whole mental toll, but I'm here to support you.
That's right. Oh, you are a blessing. You need to get out here. Yeah, you got to push this, Miss Tiffany. You're a superhero. Because for you to go through all that pain and you're thinking about your sobriety and you don't want to lose that and you don't want to go back. So you'll go through the pain because of your sobriety. You want to stay clean for you and your children and your husband. And you want to keep on going and fighting no matter what. Yeah, you're a superhero out here. You got a cape now, Miss Tiffany. You were my hero, and I was but now you my superhero. You got a cape on now, Miss Tiffany. Now, Miss Tiffany, if you don't mind me asking, what was your drug of choice, if you don't mind sharing about it?
Cocaine.
Okay, yes.
Cocaine. Yeah.
And
So
now you,
I went to the hospital 2 weeks ago now, about 2 weeks ago now, and I was
uh-huh.
there for a few days. I was battling my catheter. For some reason, when we went to change it, we couldn't get it back in at home.
Okay,
So
okay.
we fought for like 2 hours at home just to get it in. Well,
Hmm.
then I went to the hospital, and yes, I feel some type of way when I have kids, not older adults that have experience. When I have kids trying to work on me and I'm telling you what I know is wrong and you're not listening to me.
Yeah.
So I felt some type of way and I got an attitude. Well, they didn't really like that, but as soon as they finally got me upstairs, I went almost 2 days with no catheter in.
No.
2 days sweating profusely from autonomic dysreflexia symptoms, being in major pain. My
Hmm.
hair was a mess, everything because I hadn't cut my hair yet. So
Right.
my hair was matted, all that. It was terrible. So they finally did a procedure on me,
Mm-hmm.
and then everything was fine. Well, I'm battling bed sores from being in the hospital.
That's
I was there 3.5 days. And
that's
because they did not do what they were supposed to do in the ER, I quickly got a bed sore.
wow. Now you come home with that you have to take care of.
Yep.
More added to the list. Now, Miss Tiffany, do you all have like now I know here we have in the state of Maryland to get caregivers and things like that. We have like a waiver program, community first choice program. Do they offer any type of those programs in Florida that you know of so you
Yes,
can
they
get
do.
assistance?
Yep, they do. Now, the only thing with that is literally there's like a 3-year waiting list to get
Hmm.
caregivers, due to the shortage and to any of that. So we've been waiting since about a month after we got here, and we've been here a little over 3 years now. So we're
Wow.
still waiting for in-home health care. So he hasn't been able to work this whole time we've been here. He
Right,
just
because
goes
he
out
has to
and
be
does,
there.
yeah, yep,
He has to be
yep,
there with you, so he can't work.
yep.
Wow. Oh my. We have
They
some
took
more.
my Medicare from me like 7 months after we got here.
How? Why? You need
They
it.
they said in Florida I wasn't 65, so I didn't get Medicare.
What?
I said, well, that's funny. I've had it the whole, at that time, almost 9 years. I said, and now all of a sudden I can't have it. So I don't know. So we pay out of pocket for co-pays, all that stuff,
And
depending
you
on what I have
can't
to see the
afford to
specialist
do
for.
that.
No, not at all.
You
Minimum
can,
disability, fully disabled, and a family of three, and no extra benefits.
right, and your husband can't work because he has to be there with you. You can't work because of the cap as well as the condition that you're in. You got to get your body together. And they don't
Yeah,
think you need these things that are very important.
I guess not. I guess not. And I this goes back to what I was saying earlier. I didn't understand the severity of the disabled world until I became disabled.
Yes.
And I
Mm.
suppose I should tell everybody what my condition is. I have a spinal cord injury, C5, C6, um, and they never told me if I was complete or incomplete. But one of my hands stays open and one of them stays closed.
So you don't know if you're incomplete or complete.
Right.
Wow.
And when I ask any questions like that back home, they have no idea.
They have no
They told
idea.
me my best physical therapy was playing with my kids every day, but not knowing that the state was trying to take my kids because I became physically disabled. So that's what I was saying. They denied me any physical care, anything like that for physical therapy, occupational therapy, anything. So anything that I can do now, I have learned on my own
And still to this day, nobody don't think you need to receive that physical therapy, occupational therapy.
because it's been so long now. Not a lot of insurances will pay for it for me. It's unbelievable. I'm like, so why not be proactive rather than let something happen and then you
And
can't do anything but try to fix it and cause more money to have to come out of the system.
yeah. Wow, 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 wow. We have some comments to read here, Miss Tiffany. We have Miss Cindy said, I am always looking for the good thing in any situation. So at least learning
Yes,
things on your own, you know what works for you. Absolutely, absolutely.
yes, yes,
Then we have here Miss Terry. Every state has a disability law center. I would contact them to find out about your parental rights. And then we also have here Ree who says, do you have any programs where you can hire your family and they can get paid through the state? Yeah, you're in. Right.
see, that's the issue, because we're married, they won't pay him.
Huh?
Yeah, they took a lot from us when we got married. They said, "Oh, if you get married, we can get you this. We can get you spousal support. We can get you this. We can get you that." And when we got married, it took everything from us. They took everything from us. And it doesn't matter what state you live in, as long as you are married, they will not pay your spouse.
Oh my. You would think it
Yeah,
would be easier to pay someone that's been with you and knows just know your body like you do. So you wouldn't
yeah,
have someone else to have to come in. Wow. And resets, I
yeah,
pray that you find someone that is willing to fight for you because it sounds like that's what you need. Oh, we're going to get to the bottom of this with Miss Tiffany.
yeah.
I don't know nobody in Florida, but I'm going to find somebody that's in Florida. And Miss Terry here, yes, she's a part of a group that I'm in called WEAN, Women Embracing Abilities Now. And Miss Tiffany, the next time we have a meeting, I want to send you the information so you can join the meeting. We are is a lot of us from all over, and we do have women that's in Florida that lives with a disability, and maybe we can link you with them, and they can help you. We're going to get to the bottom of this. And Miss
See,
Ty,
Sarah Gaber, that
uh-huh,
Miss Wheelchair for Brevard County in Florida.
yes,
She is somebody that I've been wanting to reach out to, but my thoughts get in my way, and I haven't reached out to her. But she's close to me here, and I would love to reach out to her and get together and, sit down and discuss everything. But again, my brain and my anxiety and my panic attacks and all that doesn't allow me to do it when I need to do it, if that
right,
makes
right.
sense.
Yes, that makes sense. But we're gonna get to this, Miss Tiffany. And here, Miss Ty, she says, in case you'd like to contact Disability Rights in Florida, she has the phone number here. And what I'm going to
Yeah,
do, I'm going to send you this phone number, Miss Tiffany, in Messenger, so you can have it, so you can give them a call. Oh yes,
yeah,
we're going to get this together because we
yeah.
all
I
of
reached
one.
out to them. I reached out to them, with the whole filing my daughter on their taxes, and I kind of explained our whole situation. And they basically told me that there was nothing that they could do. Statute of limitations on the accident have stopped me from being able to get any information other than the report from the police department. Because I'm disabled has stopped me from filing taxes. Um, I mean, it's crazy. It's like a never ending cycle
Right, like a snowball
that
effect.
I'm just supposed to keep pushing through. Just keep
Yeah.
going, just keep going, just keep going. And I
Oh,
do with a smile on my face.
we're going to get you, we're going to get to the bottom of this. Miss Cindy says you have a great attitude about your whole situation, Miss Tiffany. Oh, we're going
Thank
to get
you.
yes. And you know what? I'm going to reach out to her name is Miss Shannon Mimic, and she's the go-to when you need help. Like where she's at, she's the director of Independence Now, and it's here in Maryland, but I'm quite sure they throughout the USA. And we're going to see what she can, connect you with. You go to her about if you need help with housing, if you need help with knowing about insurances, if you need help with getting things, she is the one to go to that can get you the help that you need. And if she can't find it here in Maryland for you, she can connect you with someone in Florida that will be able to help you to, to further you on to get the things that you
Yes,
need help with.
yes.
Yes, she's the director here in Maryland. So, yep, I'm going to connect you with her as well. Absolutely. And then we have Ree who says his, I would like to join the meeting as well if possible. Thank you, Shayna. Yes, I will give you that link when the Women Embracing Abilities Now, when we have our next meeting. We do it every month, once a month, and you meet with different women that have disabilities. And if you need any help, if one don't know what to do, they'll find someone else that can be able to step in and help you. So yes, we're going to get some help out here. And Reese says, I know that you can write things for yourself, but have you thought about using devices that might be able to type things for you?
Um, if I could afford another device, trust me, I would protect it with my life.
Mhm.
But at this point, I haven't been able to afford it. And
Yeah,
to be honest, the other devices I've let my daughter use, and they're no longer usable.
usable.
So that's why I say if I got another device, I would definitely protect it with my life because I need something that is not my phone that I can keep notes, keep appointments, keep phone numbers, everything. You know, they
Yeah.
say that there was no brain damage in this car accident, but I beg to differ because there's a lot of things that I feel that I don't remember that I should remember
Uh-huh.
or that I used to know and I don't know anymore.
More. Wow. Have you ever thought about, besides Florida, maybe going to another state that may have things that's more advanced for you, or you haven't thought about moving?
Well, we came down here due to my health issues.
Hmm.
In the cold, my body uh, contracts up to fetal position and I can't get it to calm down or relax or anything. When it gets cold, I get pneumonia or bronchitis, and then I'm in the hospital for 2 and 3 months at a time.
Hmm.
I've quit smoking, so
Good.
January will be 2 years I've been smoke free, so that's really
Good.
helped a lot.
Right.
But I still think the cold would have a lot to do with it. So anywhere it gets cold, like
Hmm.
I miss the snow,
Right.
but I don't like the cold, and my body doesn't like the cold.
Right.
So,
Wow. Yes, we
and
got a really
that's what actually brought us to Florida because it doesn't get cold here.
okay.
You know,
Okay.
and I don't have to deal with the pain. I don't have to deal with not being able to do anything or looking like a little ball in my whole big old wheelchair, you know. So,
Right. Right. Right.
so yeah.
Wow. We're going to get you some. I'm going to get the pushing, and I'm going to reach out to some people that I know here, and if they can't help you here, they can find you other ways and other avenues to help you. And I tell you, Miss Shannon, she's in her wheelchair and she can wiggle through anything, and she can find you the information that you need and the help that you need to receive. Now, throughout everything that you've been through, you, the accident, losing your children, being able to get your daughter back, your husband not being able to work because you need the help and you're not getting the proper help or insurance that you do need. Now, Miss Tiffany, and we know you do it with a smile on your face. Can you please give us some advice? First, I need advice for those of us that live with disabilities. And then I need some advice for those that are parents that are, in this situation, raising children from a chair. You know what I'm saying? Give us some advice, Miss Tiffany.
Being a disabled mom has definitely, gave me a different outlook. I am gonna be honest and bold, and never, I was one of those people that say, "Oh, disabled people shouldn't have kids."
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Well, why? Why not, Tiffany? Why not, Tiffany? That was the ableism of me
Yes.
going along with, oh, this will never happen to me, or I'll never be like that, or, and not knowing and not realizing that anything can happen in the blink of an eye.
Mm.
Anything. But I tell you what, raising my daughter from a chair for me has been the hardest.
Yes.
Um, like I said, I've never had an advocate to help me. I've never, any of that. So I think I stress myself out a lot. I don't need to, but I do, because I just want what's best for her.
Yeah.
I don't want her to be bullied because her mom's in a wheelchair. I don't want her to be a bully because her mom's in a wheelchair. Um, I don't want her to be a child that, you know, I don't know how to explain that part, but what it comes down to is she has a blessing as well because she may not have been here as well from the accident,
Mm.
you know. So with her learning and living with a parent with a disability makes her a whole different child than any other 10-year-old child, you know.
Yeah.
Um, it's every day that we go out and we're not included.
Mm.
One, because we're an interracial family, which
Mm-hmm.
is a whole nother topic. We're an interabled family.
Yes.
Um, you know, it just, so my advice is always have an open mind because anything can happen in a blink of an eye. And if you're unsure about something, pray, pray,
Yeah.
because that's the only way you're going to get through anything. He stood
Well,
by
look.
my side. He gave me a second chance at life. I can't
Yes.
be more thankful to wake up every day. That's my blessing every day, whether I get any other blessings or not. That's my blessing every day.
Yes. That's where it's at. I tell you, that's where it's at. Now, Miss Tiffany, I have another comment here. And hello, Mr. Jackson back there. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. Nice to meet you, Mr. Jackson.
Nice to meet you also.
Thank you. Now, Miss Tiffany, we have someone here, Ree. She said, if someone can send me your address, I can link you all together on Messenger. And she says, I will send you a device through Amazon. If you don't mind, let me know. So she's willing to help you with a device that you could use. So she's willing to help you, Miss Tiffany. So I'll link you two in Messenger and you all can go from there with communicating.
That would be great. I definitely appreciate that.
Yes, I will link you to. Absolutely. Now, Miss Tiffany, what advice you can give us before you leave us today that'll keep us through the week and keep us going? Because I tell you, your story within itself then gave me a new look on life. And here I was having a panic attack because the computer wasn't going to work fast enough. Jeez, and who am I? So please, Miss Tiffany, give us something good to keep us going through the week.
Um, keep your head up, keep a smile on your face, and trust in the Lord because He's the only way.
There you have it. There you have it. Now, let me tell you all something before we leave, Miss Tiffany. If you know of anyone that's in Florida that can help Miss Tiffany or reach out to different programs that, she can advocate for herself, she can speak for herself, she can do things herself. But if you can point her in that direction she needs to go, please drop your name in the comment section here and I'll make sure she gets that information. And also, if you would like to have Miss Tiffany on your show so she can share her story to reach out to others, please, please. I'm sorry, Miss Tiffany. I'm just giving you away to other people. Please, please have her on your show because she has some knowledge. She has something here that the world needs to hear. The world needs to hear it. Now, Miss Tiffany, my mind is rolling. Please forgive me. My mind is going. Have you ever thought about starting a YouTube channel?
My daughter's into all that, and I haven't, like, I've had a lot of people tell me I should, but I just don't know what to do or how to.
Let me tell you, you can do it all from your phone, Miss Tiffany. You can do it all from your phone. Even if Miss Tiffany, you do like Tiffany's diary, but you can share your story and what you've been through, and where you can share other things along the way. Hey, I woke up today. I'm not feeling too good, but I just want to let you all know just to share your story because other people needs to hear this story, Miss Tiffany. And we have
Yeah.
here Miss Cindy who says, a great show. Miss Cindy, I'm sorry. Hold up. We got a lot here. Yes, okay. We have here. Okay, recess. I will send it out tomorrow because they do next day when you all link up the device that she's going to send you. So it's going to, happen. Great advice. Drop the mic. Miss Cindy says, this has been a great show. Reese says, I would consider if I were you even reaching out to the different talk shows. That's right. The Tamron Hall, the Sherry Shepherd, the Hudson shows. Reach out to them and share your story, Miss Tiffany, because you deserve help and you deserve to let someone else hear your story. Reach out to the talk shows. That's right. Send emails. And then YouTube is a great resource. Yes. And you get those views and get those likes. And that could be income coming in for you. And I'm here to push it. If
Oh,
you
okay.
start a YouTube channel, I'm here to help push it on my page and everywhere else for people to get to know you, for people to view and subscribe to your channel, and then eventually you can get paid for it. So yes, Miss Tiffany, you have something here, and I
Yes.
think it needs to be told, Miss Tiffany. It needs to be shared.
I
Absolutely.
I always tell people, I think I was doing too much. So when the car accident happened, that was the Lord telling me to sit down,
Slow down.
settle
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, and you never know. Sometimes, like you say, we do too much not paying attention, and it's a way for God to tell you it's time for you to settle down, or He
Yep,
may be helping you and stopping you from doing something that's not right for you. You
yep,
you never know
yep,
what it is. You never know the reason for it all, but it is a reason. We just don't know it. He could have
yep.
stopped us from getting into things we shouldn't be into. I think maybe he stopped me because I probably would have had a busload of children. I don't know. But it's a reason for it all, Miss Tiffany. There's a reason for it all, and only God knows the reason.
Yes.
Absolutely. Now, Miss Tiffany, can you let them know if they want to reach out to you? Can you give them your Facebook information, your email address if you want to, so people can contact you and reach out to you?
Okay, my Facebook is Tiffany Jackson, and it'll say that I'm from Sioux City, Iowa, but I live in Florida. So, because some people can't find it and some people can. I don't know why. And then my email address is, oh goodness, here we go.
Take your time, Miss
Qu-
Tiffany.
Queen Wheels and Princess 2. So it's QUEENWHEELS _N _Princess PRINCESS 2 at gmail.com.
All right, there you go. There you have it. Please contact Miss Tiffany if you have any information in Florida or ways she can get in contact with people that can help her with her situation, as well as if you would like her to be a part of your show to share her story. And I'm going to keep talking to Miss Tiffany because we got to get her to get a YouTube channel going to share her journey and her story with everyone. And of course, I'm going to connect you to Hope, who can help you starting a business, as well as Ree, who wants to help you with getting a device. So we got this, Miss Tiffany. We're a big family. You know, us in the community, we got to look out for each other.
Yes.
No one else will. We all we got
Yeah.
at the end of the day. So, Miss Tiffany, once again, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you very much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to share with us. I truly enjoyed you, Miss Tiffany.
Well, I appreciate you asking me. That really makes me feel good. You know, like I said, I feel like people judge me through the disabled community because I'm not as well as them, and or not as well off.
Yes.
So for me to be able to do this and share my story and get it out there loud and clear, this is a huge blessing to me.
Oh, yeah, we got to keep
So
you
I
going.
want to thank you as well for asking me.
You're welcome. Thank you very much, Miss Tiffany. I told you you was my hero, but then you got a cape added on now, so you're super hero to me. And any way that I can help, I'm here for you. And I'm gonna hunt some people down, and I'm gonna connect you on Messenger with them, so you all can talk and they can find out ways that they can help you. Because there was a lot of things that I didn't know, living with a disability. I had to learn from others because I wasn't born with mine. It happened after I gave birth to my daughter. So it's not a roadmap to this thing. It's not
Right,
turn
right.
left and then 3.4 miles make a right. You got to find your way, and sometimes you got to advocate for yourself. But it's some
Yeah.
people out here that's willing to help, and the same that helped me, I know they can do the same for you.
And I appreciate that because I need some help. I've been fighting this for 10 long years now, and it's been some bumps, but like I said, I get up every day, and that's my blessing, and put
There
a
you
smile on
go.
my face.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. And before I let you go, Ree says here, yes, let's be a blessing. That's right. We're going to be a blessing to
Absolutely.
Miss Tiffany. Absolutely right. So, Miss Tiffany, I'm going to connect you with Ree and Hope in Messenger. I want to say thank you very much. We got to have you back on because you got to let us know all the things you've been doing, after you start your YouTube channel and everything. And you can
Yeah.
do it all from your phone, Miss Tiffany. If you want to just get up and say, hey, I don't feel right today, and I just want to talk to somebody about it, share it on YouTube. And I'm telling you, you're going to bless a lot of people, Miss Tiffany. You're going to
Wow.
bless a lot of people. Once again, I thank you, thank you, thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your day, Miss Tiffany.
You too. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Bye, Miss Tiffany. I'm going to
Bye
reach out
bye.
to you after the show and give you that information, and I'm going to connect you with some other people that have helped me.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Miss Tiffany. You have a good one.
You too.
Okay, bye. Wow, didn't I tell y'all? I'm so glad I did the show, although I had my dates mixed up. I'm so glad I did it. I'm so glad I did it. I did it. Now, if you all know anyone that can help Miss Tiffany and with the things that she's going through, please drop a message in the comment section or reach out to her on Messenger at Tiffany Jackson. Please, 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 if you know any resources, if you know anything that will be able to help Miss Tiffany out, please reach out to her or reach out to me and then I can connect you all with her. So I want to tell you all thank you, thank you, thank you very much for being a part of the show today. You all be blessed. You all be safe. Have a great one. I'll do the replay on Life of Sunshine on Wheels on YouTube. You all, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I promise you, I'll go back to Saturdays. I just mixed up the date today. So you all be great and be blessed. Bye.